and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, I'm grateful for your support and your love. So it's been a minute since I uploaded anything on this channel. I never really made any announcements, but I told myself I was going to do at least 2 to 3 times a week, which I've sort of been committed to in a way. However, for the past week or two, I've not been able to do anything, and I just had a near-death experience, and by the grace of God, I am doing absolutely well now, and I just felt that the need to share this experience with you. But let me just give you a backstory. So back in November, my sister, myself, and my mom, we went to the hospital to do this like normal checkup. They draw your blood, do the normal diabetes, hepatitis, HIV, hypertension, those kind of the usuals. So we did it, and everything came out normal. So I was like, okay, I'm doing fine. The only issue I had, or I thought I had medically, was like constant feeling of some tingling and numbness, in my right arm and then in my right leg. So I discussed with the doctor, and then he, I felt like maybe my sleeping position was not right. So I just felt like I was constantly sleeping on my hand or something, So I just discussed, and he prescribed something for me. He said, okay, yes, go and get this arm brace. It was something that he prescribed for me from CVS, and you'll be okay, because we were then in Columbus for some time. So he asked me to go to CVS and or on Amazon to get that, which I said fine. So the test and everything came out, everything was fine, So I was like, okay, I'm healthy, I'm okay. I came back to Ghana in January, and as soon as I got back, I realized there was something wrong, but I couldn't really figure out what exactly. I could, I was having bouts of this heat, like I was constantly feeling warm, and like I put on the AC, I put on the fan, but I would still feel warm. I complained to my sister. I told her a couple of Sundays ago, I went to church. On my way from church, I put on the AC full blast, but I was still feeling very warm. So I called her. I said, oh, this is what is happening, So she was like, okay, maybe it's faulty, so call the mechanic to have a look at it, which I did, and he said everything was okay with the car. So I was like, okay, fine. Then 2 weeks ago, on a Friday, I had just retired to bed around 10 p.m. Around 12 a.m. something just woke me up to use the washroom. As soon as I got up, I felt this sharp pain in my stomach, my stomach area, I should say. And for some reason, I immediately knew there was something wrong, because that pain was like, it was like that intense. So I just, called my my little sister. I just told her, like, we need to get to the hospital because I'm not feeling too well. So, we made arrangements, and I was immediately taken to the hospital. Then they did some blood works and said, long and short of it is what I was misdiagnosed. They said I had typhoid and ulcer, stomach ulcer. So I was like, okay, I guess had some tests a month or so ago. So how come I have ulcer and typhoid and none of these, were detected? So, they started giving me medication and all those, but there was this pain that I couldn't just handle. So that dawn, they gave me medication, painkiller upon painkiller, and I still couldn't get any relief. So the next morning, we immediately did a scan, and then they said it's gallstone. So the doctors came in and said, okay, it's gallstone, but it is very small. It's nothing that is going to cause you pain. So we believe it's the ulcer and the typhoid that is making you sick. So they kept giving me medication for those, illness which they claimed they diagnosed. I spent a day and a half in this private hospital, and it was a Sunday morning, like at dawn. I just couldn't bear the pain. So I called my sister and I said, you know what, get me out of this place. Let's go to 37 Military Hospital or SNIT. Those were the two hospitals I knew I just wanted to, at least one of them. So just make arrangements and let's go there. So arrangements was done. Then I went to 37. And I think there's a story time that I need to tell about this whole experience at the hospital. But long and short of it was that when I got there, they immediately, I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, nothing, absolutely nothing. They immediately did some physical examination and knew it was the gallstone which was causing the pain. So I was immediately booked for surgery, you know, and unfortunately, the surgery couldn't take off on that Sunday that I was rushed to 37. So they had to do it the following day, which was a Monday. And it was supposed to be a 1 hour surgery, which ended up being a 3 hour surgery because apparently my whole gallbladder was totally damaged and the gallstone had, you know, gone to hide somewhere under my liver. So they had to do this delicate, you know, surgery to be able to take care of everything without it affecting anything. So the surgery ended up taking about 3 hours. So an additional like 2 hours for me to come around after the whole thing. And all I can say is I'm so thankful to God because the surgery was successful. Immediately after that, we finished everything around, I think I woke up around 10:15 p.m. You know, the surgery started from 3 p.m. Took about 3 hours. It took me some time to even come around, and finally I got out of the theater around 10:30 p.m. You know, and everything was fine. I started feeling better immediately. The following day I was taken to another ward, you know, for the, you know, post-op, you know, recovery sort of. And fortunately I you know, began seeing signs of improvement and I was discharged. So I'm currently home, as you can see. So it's been like, it was like the most horrible 1 week of my life, like pain that I do not wish for anyone, on not even my worst enemy. That is the kind of pain, you know, I can't even describe it because the gallbladder was totally damaged and the stone had gone somewhere, you know, causing that pain. So the doctor was like, he was apologizing, saying he feels even bad not performing the surgery even earlier, you know, because if he had waited like even a day more, it would have been fatal, you know. So I just thank God for life. I'm so grateful that I'm still here today talking to you guys. I'm back with my family, and you know, everything went well. That is all I can say. But in all this, I believe that there needs to be a story time as to how everything, you know, happened, and, you know, the events and whatever, because it's quite interesting. Because the medical or the health system, it's one thing, you know, like I just want to talk about briefly, plus like a whole lot, you know. But I would like to say, like, if I even had to dedicate this video to my sister, I think she deserves it, because every single thing, you know, to make this possible was done by her. The leg work, if you've ever been to Ghana with our medical system and stuff, like the leg work, the cash and carry sort of system we have, pay money before we do this, pay that, you know, like I'm in the hospital, there's no way I can get access to any funds that I have. So she had to take care of every single thing, you know. She made me so comfortable that I didn't need to even stress myself about money or anything, because it was all about get well, get well, get well. We ended up with a bill of about 22,000 cedis, which is like a little over $2,000 within that 3-4 days that I was, you know, in the hospital. I was in the hospital for almost a week, but we ended up with a bill of almost more than 22,000 Ghana cedis. And like, it's amazing, you know. God is so good. God has been so faithful to me, because all I can say is I thank him, I thank my family, my friends, and more especially my sister, because I ended up with that 22,000 Ghana cedis. I ended up not paying a dime because it was friends and family and acquaintances who were calling my sister like, okay, how can I help? Then people started coming up, 2,000 here, 3,000 here, 5,000 here. By the time we realized, like, these are monies we didn't even ask for. You know, we didn't even ask anyone for that money. But my sister would just tell me, Ajua, this one has sent me this amount of money, that person has sent me that amount of money, and that 22,000 cedis that we expended at the hospital was taken care of by, you know, like acquaintances, friends, family, like people that I had no idea would come through like that for me. And I'm so grateful. Like, I can't say thank you enough to all such people. And like, I say thank you so much to my sister, my big sister. Like, I owe everything to her. You know, I just told her, you know what, like, if it had not been for you, the assistance, the timely intervention, the timely, you know, legwork, go to the dispensary, the pharmacy, get this medicine, because everything is basically cash and carry. So like, get this, you have to get it before we can do anything on you. And she did everything possible for me to be alive today. So I just want to say thank you so much. If you know my sister, please, like, anytime you see her, just say thank you to her on my behalf, because I can't say thank you enough to her. You know, like, the assistance, the funds, the, you know, her friends, you know, her friends that I'm not even, you know, like friends with, giving her money to take care of me. And it's been so awesome. Like, I'm so glad to be alive this day, to witness that love that I have experienced, that, you know, sort of for me to know that people really care about me that much, you know, people that I have not even spoken to before, just because they know me or something, and my sister is like friends with them, they sent money for me to be able to be taken care of. You know, I didn't have to ask anyone for anything. They just did it wholeheartedly, and I'm so grateful. Like, I am forever grateful to them. Like, I wouldn't be here without all those little helps, and, you know, like prayers, support, calling to pray with me, calling to ask me how I'm doing. You know, I'm so grateful. Like, I can't say thank you enough to all such people, you know. So my mom did such a phenomenal job, my sister, my child's father, you know, like friends, people I have not even spoken to. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, you know. So I guess I'm grateful. I think that I need to really bring up some things that I have learned along the line, you know, the experience this sickness has taught me, that you know, family, community, social currency, all those things. I think I need to just dedicate a video for all those things, because there is no way I could have done this without those social currency, and I'm so grateful to them. So I think I will just end this video here and say thank you to everybody. Just remember to have me in your prayers, because I'm still healing. You know, I'm just like some few days post operation, so I'm still healing and I'm taking everything very, very easy. So thank you, like thank you so much. So I'll now that I'm getting better, I hope to be able to go back to my normal schedule and do these amazing videos for all of us to enjoy. So thank you so much for making the time to listen to me, to share in my success, my triumph, my joy, my, you know, my being here today is just by the grace of God. So thank you for being part of this, for and anyone who, you know, out of love, out of, you know, whatever, contributed, you know, without even asking. I say thank you. I truly appreciate every single support. So I'll just end this video here, and I hope this video finds you well. I wish everybody the best of health, like the best of health. I don't wish this for on anyone. So I'll just end the video here. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next one. Please take care. Bye bye.